I'm Nelson, and this is The Mind.
This is LG Production.
Once again, I'm Nelson, and once again, this is The Mind. This is a sports talk show. We're going to be talking everything about sports. Baseball, basketball, football, college, you name it. We're talking about it. I'm going to give you the ups. I'm going to give you the downs. I'm going to give you predictions. We're going to have some fun segments. We're going to have a good time. This is a good show, The Mind. And with our very first show, we are going to do the NFL preview show. We're going to go through every division, give you some predictions, who makes the playoffs, who don't, and eventually Super Bowl champions. First division up, AFC West. We got the Chargers. They still got Phil Rivers, some young players. I see them improving, but not making the playoff. Trevor Siemian for the Broncos. That all really depends on him. The quarterback plays well. We saw it when Peyton Manning won it. Quarterback played well. Defense is great. They went to the Super Bowl. Don't think they'll go to the Super Bowl, but they will go to the playoffs. Raiders, Derek Carr, I see them 11-5 making playoffs. They're just really good. I think they're going to be really, really good. Kansas City, my surprise team out of this division, out of this conference, they're making the playoffs. AFC West, 3 teams in this year. We're at the AFC East. New York Jets, not good. They are terrible. Just absolutely terrible. It's time to circle the wagons because we're talking about the Buffalo Bills. You can be proud, though, of your fans, not your team. I don't know what you're doing. You're trading Sammy Watkins. You're the only team in the 21st century who has failed to make the playoffs. I like Tyrod Taylor. I think you could be good, but you always blow it. I'm sorry. The Patriots, 14-2, 13-3. Tom's ripping Tom Brady, the GOAT. I don't need to say more. The Dolphins, they're going to be better. I think Jay Cutler's going to be better than what people think he is. Young defense, they're still good. However, not quite good enough to make the playoffs in the hard AFC. On to one of the hardest hitting divisions in the NFL, the AFC North. Cleveland, once again, will be Cleveland, and they will have another top draft pick, but their last draft was really good. Kaiser, Garrett, Peppers, that's an athlete right there. He's going to return at least 3 punts this year. That's a prediction of mine. Write it down. Put it in the books. Bengals below 500. Second year in a row not making the playoffs. This is the year Marvin Lewis finally gets fired. The Steelers, they're going to win the division, hands down. Big Ben, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown. The defense just picked up Joe Harden. Thank you, Cleveland, for that. Super Bowl contenders, in my opinion. The Ravens, they won't make the playoffs. Look at them, about 8-8, maybe 9-7. Defense is okay. Joe Flacco's still Joe Flacco. He's good, not great, just like the team. There goes the AFC North. And we're going to wrap up the AFC with the AFC South. We got a couple teams on the rise, but also a couple teams in the division, which I don't think are quite all the way there yet. We're going to start off with the Jaguars, a good-looking defense, a good young-looking defense. However, their quarterback situation is going to hold them back. The Colts, Andrew Luck situation, is he going to play? Is he not going to play at the beginning of the season? We don't know. I don't think the Colts know, but Malik Hooker, I think he'll be a potential rookie of the year on the defensive side of the ball. The Texans, they're going to win the division. J.J. Watt and the rest of the boys, Clowney on the other side. Defense is going to be good. However, once again, the quarterback situation with this team is rather fishy. I don't know if they're solid. They'll go far. They're going to win the division. The Titans, I believe in Mariota. However, I don't believe in the hype of the Titans this year. A lot of people are predicting them to win the division. I don't see it. The AFC South, a couple teams on the rise, but that's for next year. The NFC West, we're going to start with the San Francisco 49ers. They had a solid draft. I see them improving on the field, looking like a better football team, but I don't see their record really reflecting that. I see them about 4-12, maybe 5-11. The Rams, great defense. Their defense is probably definitely a top 10 defense in the NFL. Quarterback, I think Jared Goff is going to have a breakout sophomore year. Sammy Watkins. I believe Tavon Austin is going to have a really good year this year. They got Todd Gurley, one of the top 10 running backs right now. The Seahawks, one of my bold predictions of this year, they will not make the playoffs. Russell has a good year. Russell's a very good quarterback. I believe their defense has slightly turned down, though. They have an elite defense last couple of years, but I believe the defense is actually going to be a problem for them this year. The Cardinals, they are your division champs. Carson Palmer, Fitzgerald, David Johnson, the MVP candidate for this upcoming year. Defense is good. Tyrann Mathieu is back. I see them being contenders, not only winning the division, but possibly contenders in the playoffs. We'll see. That is your NFC West. And we go up to the NFC North. We're going to begin things with Detroit. Matt just got paid, baby. So we'll see how that goes for him. I don't think they make the playoffs. There's too many questions on the team all the way around. The defense has questions. Offense has questions. We'll see how it goes, though. Shout out to you, though, for getting paid more than Aaron Rodgers. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, let's move on to the Green Bay Packers. That's all I got to say is Aaron Rodgers, top 2 quarterback in the NFL. Ty Montgomery, if he can hold down that running back spot, like a lot of people think he will and can, we'll see. I see them as your division champs. Minnesota, Dalvin Cook, Latavius Murray, in the absence of AP now down in New Orleans. That's a good 1-2 combination there, running back. Defense is really good. Their quarterback situation, if Sam Bradford there can hold it down and manage the game like he kind of does, they can be decent. Chicago, my man Mitchell from UNC. I think he's going to be better than what people are going to give him credit for. Accuracy is off the charts. Mobility is really good. I think people are trying to give him a hard time because, they trade up and everything. But I see him being making a difference and possibly maybe being NFC offensive rookie year. Kevin White, can he be that guy? This is a make or break year for Kevin White. So we'll see. That is your NFC North. On to the NFC South, one of the top divisions this year in football, I believe. Tampa Bay is going to be really good. Famous Jameis. I'm a fan of Famous. I think they're going to be really good. Got better on defense, got better on offense. They can compete for the division champs. Atlanta, like Seattle, here we go. Another bold prediction for you out there. Will not make the playoffs. Not necessarily a hater. I'm just saying I don't see it happening. I don't see the same magic they had last year. Kind of like the Panthers year before. Lost the Super Bowl, down year. New Orleans, thank you for making the Patriots better, Brandon Cooks. We really, really appreciate that out here in the NFL world. Thank you, New Orleans, for doing that for everybody else. You're looking at the shirt. Cam Newton, Cam VP. I think he's back to being that elite quarterback he can be this year. I see them being great. Run CMC. Defense is going to be back to what it once was with Luke. He won't be hurt this year. So I see them as your division champs, but very close with Tampa Bay, though. Tampa Bay is going to be dangerous, but Carolina, NFC South division champ. And we're going to end the NFC with one of the best divisions in football this year, the NFC East. Kirk Cousins and the Washington Redskins, I believe he's a slightly above average quarterback. I don't think he's great. Too many questions on offense, too many questions on defense. Deshaun Jackson's no longer there, so who's going to take over that role as a deep threat? I see them about 7-9. The New York Giants, Eli, Odell Beckham, and the crew, good offense. Well, Brandon Marshall worked there. He's a bit older, so we'll see what happens there. Defense is really good, but still no offensive line or running back. I believe that's going to be their kryptonite this year. On to the Eagles. Carson Wentz will not have a sophomore slump. Defense is improved. Offense is slightly above average from last year. Blunt, let's see what he does. Mac Hollins, remember that name. I believe he's going to be a breakout, rookie for this year. And on to your eventual conference, conference champs too, but division champs, the Dallas Cowboys. Dak, like Carson, no sophomore slump there. Dez leads this league this year in receiving touchdowns. Zeke comes back from suspension mad. I see them just doing good. I think the defense will be slightly improved from last year and the year before that. I believe they're sleeping on the defense this year. I believe it not just as a fan, but with my whole heart. They are your eventual division champions.
I'ma spit a hot line. Rock mic. I'm a holy feeling none of my rock mic. I'm a young A.
Now that we have went through each division, let's go ahead and go through the playoffs. In the AFC, I got the Patriots, the Texans, the Raiders, the Steelers, Kansas City, and Denver. I got the Patriots playing Pittsburgh in the AFC Championship game. Big Ben beats Tom Terrific to go on to the Super Bowl. In the NFC, I got Dallas, I got Arizona, I got Carolina, I got Green Bay, Tampa Bay, and the Philly Birds. So that means, like I said before, Atlanta and Seattle, you're out of the playoffs. I got Dallas playing Green Bay in the NFC Championship game. Dallas finally gets over that Aaron Rodgers miracle stuff. Dez caught the ball. I still believe it. They turned fortunes around this year. They beat Green Bay to go on to the Super Bowl, and they go on to play, like I said, the Steelers. It's a really good game, classic matchup. Cowboys 31, Pittsburgh 28. Congratulations to the Dallas Cowboys, your future Super Bowl champions. Hi, and welcome to the weekly prediction show with me, my co-host, Tavell Williams, where we'll be going through each game of the week and picking the winner of those games. And the best record at the end of the week gets to keep the belt. At the end of the year, whoever has the overall better record gets to keep the belt for the entire off season. Welcome to the show. Here we go. All right, before we get started, as you can see, Tavell is not here, but he's represented by Johnny U of football, Miles Garrett. However, he did send his picks in, so let's take out. I'm gonna read off of the paper he sent in. All right, David.
Week 1 predictions, we have Chiefs visiting the Patriots.
The invisible man here, he has the Patriots. I also got the Patriots.
Jets at Bills.
He's got the Bills. I got the Bills.
Jags at Texans.
He's got the Texans. I got the Texans. Man, damn, you know what? We're going to all have the same picks, man.
Steelers at Browns.
He's got the Steelers. I got the Steelers, too.
Cardinals at Lions.
He's got the Loins. I got the Loins.
Buccaneers at the Dolphins.
He's got the Bucks. I got the Bucks.
Falcons at the Bears.
He went Falcons, and I went the Bears. That's one of my upsets for the week. Let's go Bears. The Bears.
Raiders at Titans.
He's got the Raiders. I got the Raiders.
Eagles at Redskins.
Oh, where? All right, there's another different one. He has the Redskins, and I have the Eagles on that one.
Colts at Rams.
Well, you already know he's going to pick the Colts. And just because he likes the Colts, I went with the Rams.
Panthers at 49ers.
He's got Cam. I got Cam. You got Cam?
Seahawks versus Packers.
He's got the Seahawks. Go for Packers.
Giants versus Cowboys.
He's got the boys. You already know what I got. The Cowboys.
And the Monday night games, we have the Saints versus the Vikings.
He's got the Aints. I got the Vikings.
And the night game, Chargers versus Broncos.
He's got Chargers 24-17. I got the Chargers 24-21.
And that concludes our weekly predictions.
The weekly predictions. And now that you got our picks, let us know your picks. Leave them in the comment box below. So submit your picks for the Sunday games and the Monday night games. Remember to leave the score because that's a tiebreaker. So submit your picks. If we get 100 viewers by the release of our next show, winner gets a prize. Let's see who wins.
Got the check, ran it up, number 1 fucker runner up. PEDs who can handle us. Got the check, ran it up, number 1 fucker runner up. Hands down, it's unanimous. PEDs who you can handle it. Lot of hoes on the line, man, it's hard to hit them back. Number one in my city, and I hold us down, man, like a torture rack. Lex Luger with the flex, though, with my dog niggas, no Petco. Lot of shit up on my brain, so I hit the booth, man, just to let go. Only blowing on the best, though, I ain't even had to hit the West Coast. Just